Fine. What is ISO 9000? Because ISO 9000 is nothing but it is also called as International Standard Organization. It is an association of 60 countries. So you have 60 countries, they have an association. So they have formed a standard. That standard is called as International Standard Organization. Okay, fine. So it is published, it has been published 9000 series standards in 1987, right? So they have published 9000 series standards, some list of standards they are having. So they are published in 1987, okay? So what kind of standards they have published is, they have published some guidelines, right? What guidelines? The guidelines for maintaining the quality of the system, right? Right. Again, in CMM also we were actually measuring the quality of the particular organization, right, or the system. Okay, the same thing. ISO, they have their own guidelines and standards for maintaining the quality of the system. Okay, fine. So it addresses the operational aspects. So what kind of guidelines they are giving? They are giving the operational aspects as well as the organizational aspects. So operational aspect means, for example, they are developing a product, right? For developing the product, what is the process they are having? What kind of operation they are having, right? To develop a quality product. Okay, that is what the operational aspects, and the organizational aspects, right? How the organization is, whether they're having a proper what is that, a process for delivering a particular product, right? So operational aspects as well as the organizational aspects, which consisting of responsibilities and reporting, right? Majorly it is focusing on the responsibilities and reporting. Okay, the next is, it specifies a set of recommendations for quality product development, right? They have a set of recommendations, right? So based on that recommendation, they are actually quantifying or measuring the quality of the product. Okay, fine. So that is what the introduction of ISO 9000. So now we are going to discuss about, there are standards, right? What are the standards available in ISO 9000? There are 3 standards, that is ISO 9001, ISO 9002, ISO 9003. So these 3 standards are there. So these 3 standards are based on the premises. So for example, if they're doing something, right? I mean, they're doing a, say if they're developing a product, right? So what are the activities they are having, right? If they're doing only these activities, then it will come under ISO 9001. When they are doing these activities, right, when other activities, right, it will be coming under ISO 9002. So likewise, each standard will be having a set of activities, right? If they are following that activities, if they are doing that activities, then they will be coming under ISO 9001 or ISO 9002 or ISO 9003, right? Okay, let me discuss in detail. If the process is followed for production, right? If the process, what process? They have some set of standards, right? If they are following any of those standards, right, then they will be able to develop a good quality product. Then they will be able to develop a good quality product, which are bounded automatically. I mean, if they followed the process, if they follow the standards of ISO, automatically they will be able to get a good product, a quality product. That is what actually they are trying to say. Now we should know about what is ISO 9001, right? What is ISO 9001, right? So ISO 9000 means, if the organization is doing, right? If the organization is doing design, development, production, and servicing of goods, right? I repeat, if the organization is doing design, development, production, and servicing of good, then it is applicable for software development company. Okay, so this particular standard, for example, say ISO 9001, is applicable for a software development company, right? Because this particular standard is focused on 4 things. What are those? Designing, right? Development, production, and servicing of goods, right? It will also come under other companies also, but this particular ISO 9000 one is exactly applicable for software development, because it is actually doing the design, development, production, and servicing of goods, right? So 9001 is applicable for software development. Okay. The next, ISO 9002, this standard is applicable for organization which do not design products. See, please have a comparison about the previous one. That is, in 9001, they are doing the design, right? In 9002, they are actually do not designing the products, but they are doing only the production, right? They are doing only the production. But the reason is what? They'll be having the design already. They'll be having the design already. It is already patented or it is already published. Okay, so simply they are taking that particular design and they are manufacturing it. Is it right? So example is car manufacturing industries. Okay, so this standard is applicable for organization which do not design products, but they involved in production. They involved in production. So a good example is the car manufacturing business, right? So this particular standard ISO 9002 is not applicable for software organizations, right? This previously, right, in ISO 9001, it is for software development companies or software development organizations. But this ISO 9002 is not applicable for software development organizations, right? Fine. So the next one is ISO 9003. So this particular standard is applied to organization involved in installation and testing of products. So they will be doing only two things, that is installation and testing of products. So ISO 9003 is having a set of standards which is actually involved in installation and testing of products. So this is what your ISO details, right? So as per our requirement, ISO 9001 is applicable for software development companies, right? So that's all about this this ISO topic. The thing is that this ISO 9001 is applied for these four things I told you, right? So design means, so based on the requirement, right, the software companies will be designing the what is that? Designing the document, right? Fine. The next is actually they will be based on the design, they will be doing the development of the software. So the same theory will be there. So I don't want to focus more on this topic, right? So you can write on your own about what is the design, what is the process they will be doing in the design, the development, what is the process they will do the development, production, and servicing of goods. Servicing of goods is nothing but it is a maintenance. That is what servicing of goods, right? So maintenance, we are discussing about the maintenance, right? So after the production, after the software is deployed, right? After the software is deployed, you will be doing the maintenance. That is what is called as servicing of goods. Other things are same in ISO 9000.